Quick message to everybody on active duty right now in the military. Those 6 Democrats that are urging you over and over again to disobey the lawful orders of the President of the United States, not even a month ago, voted repeatedly, over and over again, over the course of almost 2 months, to keep you from getting paid, to keep food out of your family's mouths, because they saw you as leverage, not people. They do not care about you. Do you understand?
What illegal orders are you urging troops to refuse, and what do you hope they take away from your message?
Alex, we love this country. We love our Constitution. It is our job as lawmakers, and especially in this moment, to be clear morally, to be clear legally. And simply and clearly stating what the law says, what the Uniform Code of Military Justice says, it's not a crime. It is not treason. It is not sedition. It is our job. And I think it's really important that we do our jobs in this moment.
Have you, Congresswoman, or any other of these Democratic members of Congress heard directly from members of the U.S. military or the broader national security community who believe they've been given unlawful orders?
Well, you know, what I'd say is I have heard from service members, and I have heard from service members, and this is all a matter of public record. What we see is an uptick of concern from the men and women who are serving in uniform about the legality of orders that are being given. And
you know, the president tries to intimidate them. He tries to intimidate Congress. He looks at government accountability as a nuisance. And I think it's really important for people to understand, Margaret, that the message he sent a couple days ago was he declared that loyalty to the Constitution is now punishable by death. Those are serious words coming from the President of the United States. He's trying to intimidate us. But Margaret, I'm not going to be intimidated. You know, you just heard Jason Crow. He's not going to be intimidated either. We both served our country. We swore an oath. All we said is we reiterated what basically is the rule of law, that members of the military cannot follow illegal orders.
It is insurrection, plainly, directly, without question. And when you have one of the lawmakers on that video being unable to state in, as you say, lengthy cross-examination, a single so-called illegal order, it just proves the point. It's a general call for rebellion from the CIA and the armed services of the United States by Democrat lawmakers, saying that you have not only the right but the duty and the obligation to defy orders of the commander-in-chief, that those who carry weapons in America's name should defy their chain of command and engage in open acts of insurrection, that the CIA, the clandestine service, which isn't even legally authorized to operate in the United States, should engage in, again, acts of rebellion and insurrection. These lawmakers should honestly resign in disgrace and never return to public office again.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. So in this quick clip, we're going to watch Byron Donalds go off on the Democrats and the statements that they made, basically saying that the military should disobey orders from the president. So we all know the clip that we're talking about here that went viral a couple of days ago. So let's get into what he said here. But before we do, guys, hit the like button down below. Really helps the channel out. And of course, if you're brand new, consider hitting subscribe. Let's get into it.
Are you comfortable with President Trump's comments about Democratic lawmakers saying that they have engaged in seditious behavior?
Stop. They haven't engaged in seditious behavior. That mess you just heard over there about not being intimidated, no, the intimidation came from them when they launched their stupid video that nobody asked for, that nobody was talking about, to try to get clicks and likes. That's actually a bigger problem that's going on in this building behind me. Everybody wants to be a star now. Everybody wants to be on social media. Everybody wants to be on Fox. Everybody wants to be on CNN or MSNBC, and that's the stunt that they pulled. The president is correct to call it out for what it is, because for them, and I honor their service to the nation before they came to Capitol Hill, but for them to now go out and tell our troops and the members of our intelligence community that it's okay to disobey orders, that's obscene. They would never tolerate anything like that when Joe Biden was president, when Barack Obama was president, when Bill Clinton was president. They would have never tolerated anything like that. So now they're going to feign outrage because Donald Trump responded to their words that do yield to insurrection? Please.
But the president has been...
Stop. No. And this is where I'm going to push back. Because what they are doing is trying to throw literally a grenade into the room. It goes off. And then they're going to claim outrage? They have no moral standing to claim outrage because they decided that they were going to be cute and put out a TikTok video trying to get likes, trying to demonstrate that they're tough enough to stand up to President Trump when Donald Trump is the commander-in-chief, not Mr. Crow, not Senator Slotkin. They are not the commander-in-chief. And like I said before, they would not tolerate any Republican launching any video like that when Barack Obama was president of the United States. You know it's true. I know it's true. Everybody knows it's true. But now they want to feign outrage and have everybody come and ask them how they feel. Man, stop. We're tired of the games and the charade. The American people are looking for real answers on energy, on immigration, on affordability, but they want to be cute. So yeah, I'm not going to give them any standing about, well, how do they feel? That's BS. They knew what they were doing. They created a political stunt to get a response. And they didn't like the response.
In terms of what the president said, are you comfortable?
Administration using oil and gas in the state
Yeah.
of California?
Look, I think when it comes to Florida, we've been clear in our state. We do not want drilling off of our coastline. And so we're going to work with the administration to still protect Florida's coastline.
So, sure. Are you comfortable with what the president said, suggesting that members of Congress should be put to death?
No, but the president also said that they should have to actually stand by. You have to investigate those words. What they're calling for is sedition. 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 Let me ask you a question. What are the penalties of sedition in the United States of America? What are they? The president's not calling for it, but they're the ones that started this foolishness. And I will grant you, this is a foolish political stunt created by people who are trying to get their name ID up, who are trying to demonstrate that somehow they're the standard bearers for our constitutional republic when their own words are in violation of our constitutional republic. You cannot have elected members. I don't care about your politics. This is not even a political deal anymore. You cannot have elected members tell our military men and women, tell the members of our intelligence community that you don't have to follow orders from the commander-in-chief. That is nuts. And as people who actually put the uniform on and serve this nation, they should know better. But they're playing politics. That's what's wrong.
Yeah, we're gonna stop it right there. Shout out to Byron Donalds, man. He is gonna be, he's probably gonna be the next black Republican or the first black Republican president. Probably the first black president ever, right? Because some people, according to them, Obama was never black. But anyway, what Byron said is 100% correct. These Democrats have no moral authority whatsoever on anything. These are the same group of people that justified every single assassination attempt that we've seen happen. Even the ones that actually did happen to Charlie Kirk. They were the one that celebrated and justified it. They also were upset that Donald Trump's assassination attempts was unsuccessful, right? So these people have no authority morally whatsoever. And I mean, the hypocrisy level is absolutely stunning because they said that Donald Trump's speech was the cause of the insurrection on January 6th. And we all know he didn't say those words, according to the BBC, who was exposed. That was basically cut up and chopped up to make it sound like he was causing an insurrection. So if what he said was the cause of an insurrection and he should have been charged for an insurrection, then same thing should apply to the Democrats. These Democrats that said what they said. So once again, this is just a distraction. This is the distraction. It was right on time, right after they got absolutely cooked during the shutdown, and also getting exposed with the Jeffrey Epstein files. All of the documents or emails that have been released so far just show that Epstein was Trump deranged and he had a relationship and he was in bed with the Democrats. So the timing of it alone is absolutely hilarious. But anyway, once again, Donald Trump did not ask for these people to be assassinated or what they're saying, executed or put to death. He didn't say any of that. He just reminded them the consequences of seditious statements and treason, just like they felt that the service members needed a reminder on having to follow their oath and follow the Constitution, Trump also reminded these Democrats of the consequences of being seditious. That's what it is. So take it how you take it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let's talk about this video in the comment section. Let me know what you think about what Byron Donalds said. Leave your opinions down below. And of course, if you're brand new, consider and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.